Hey, everybody. Good evening. It's Tuesday. We're almost halfway through the week. We're getting there anyway. So, first off, we're going to pop off with some of our sponsors for the show. And boy, is this a mouthful. First of all, though, tonight we have on the show DPopp Customz. Get some cool frames for those prints that you have buried in your closet, buried wherever. Those prints you absolutely love. Well, Dustin will take care of you, man. So, DPopp's Customz, check him out. There's a link in the description. That's who we have on tonight. So stick around and we can talk to him and show off all the cool stuff that he does. Also, we have 183 Degree Studios with Alfred Trujillo, Doobie Doobie Doo, and Miss Kara Nicole. Check out their projects. They got Fire Bitch and several other things. They make music videos, all kinds of cool stuff. Check out Kara Nicole on Patreon and at her group page, AZ Power Girl. Also, we have Codex Entertainment LLC with Luis Torres. Come check out Lily the Demoness, Whispers in Necropolis, Ace and Starlet, and the most recent project that just funded on Kickstarter, Nebula Pearl. So definitely check that one out. Also, we have Naughty Faeries. Wendy will be launching on my birthday, March 31st. How about that for guest relations? So March 31st, Naughty Fairy Stripper Assassins number 5 is dropping on the Kickstarters. So be looking out for that get notified link to be dropping soon. And this is your last chance to get in on Naughty Fairies Con for 2021. The link is up there. Go check out that backer kit before it's gone. If you missed out on the con, you wanted to get in on it, you got that super sweet stimulus sitting in your bank account, then go check out Naughty Fairies Con in the links above. And check out Mr. Luis Torres with Codex Entertainment LLC. That's right, Nebula Pearl. So if you haven't read any of his books, hit him up. He'll send them to you. And good evening, Dan. How are you tonight? Good evening, Mike. And thanks for popping that up there. So last but not least, Xeno Nanite Titan ends in 48 hours. So we are just now 69. 69. That's right. Quote me, $69 away from the $3,000 stretch goal, unlocking the April Grady Reyna super sweet metal art card. So go check it out, man. 69. What a great number to be away. But we want to be 69 over. So let's do it. Without further ado, let's bring out Mr. DPopp Customz himself. What's going on?
What's crack-a-lagging, bitch? Hey, where's my stimulus at, man? You were talking about I just went and checked my account real fast. It ain't in there.
Yeah, well, the tool's up. You can go check and see when you're supposed to get it. But I
know. Shit, what I do for a living, bro, I think I was telling you about. I got the inside scoop, so I'm like, yeah. Day's done. Like we were jamming. You know what I mean? Let's go make my art. F the day, man. Just like you said, holla holla is Tuesday.
That's right.
Titty Tuesday, right? Something like that.
So Dan, don't forget to put your flavor that you want in your survey. At the end, when it says, are there any comments, put it on there. Do you want glazed? Do you want powdered? Do you want chocolate donuts? I will send donuts with your Kickstarter package. I'm not joking. It's going to happen. You know, it's been a running joke for like a year now, so it's about time to make it happen. So you just let me know in that backer kit, or not in the backer kit, I'm not doing that, in the Kickstarter survey. You just tell me what flavor you want, and I will pop them in there. And good evening, Jack Napier. Good evening, Lewis. Good evening, Dan, Mike, all you fellows in here. So, yeah, Dan, just let me know. What's that?
Well, I was just saying, what's up, Jack? Luis, what's up, guys?
I'm going to share this into the Naughty Fairies group, too. Hold on. Give me just a second. Somebody
hey,
tag me.
Donuts, man. I'm set. Metal, print, donuts. I'm a happy dude. Be cranking away, making sure I have one glove off while I'm doing shit and shovel them back.
So, man, let's talk about your work. So, first of all, before we talk about these super sweet lit frames that you do with the awesome LEDs and the backgrounds, where did you get into your nerdom at? What age did you get into nerdom? Let's put it that way.
You know what, bro? I'm so glad you said that. And there was one thing I forgot to put on my table a minute. This might actually, this I think helps, is growing up in South Dakota, right? On a farm. We didn't have video games, stuff like that there.
You shot at cow patties with 22s, right?
Shit. We were riding on top of combines waiting for anything to fly out of the field on top. Boom! You know, like that, man. It was, it was great. Honestly, it's you asked me maybe 15, 20 years ago, I might be like, it's kind of like pain in the ass. Now I'm forever grateful for it, you know what I mean? But this actually kind of sums up. Totally forgot. I had sitting here as I'm working on my actual streaming setup, but the old 1989 Lego Batmobile that they made 3,300 pieces. And my sister a lot of times just kind of shits herself. She's like, I need more. That's nothing. I literally have to stop. I'll have it done in 2 days, if even that. And that's what my parents started me out on, you know. So it was I was 6, stuff like that. It was Lego stuff, and then my parents were so funny. They'd be like, they'd get mad because I'd have them done so fast, right? And so, just kind of as time went on, I remember. Now, mind you, everybody can give shit this and that. I remember getting our first Gateway Windows 98 computer, right? And my parents just shit because I took the thing out of the box and I set the whole thing up and running. They're just like, huh? And my dad was so funny too. After a while, he's like, he goes, I'm gonna make damn sure you don't become a farmer. I go, Dad, what the hell makes you think I want to be? You know? And you're right, Jack. Dude, Jack. There's actually a funny bit about that. There's a brick set, something like that, where you put all your collections in for your piece count. And when I had to fly back home, unfortunately for a funeral in there, but I went and found a bunch of my old stuff. Man, I've got the helicarrier that I'm lighting up as well. The Shield helicarrier. Big bastard on that too. I've got one of the most sought after. Now I have to, because these babies are going up around here in what I call the lab when I'm doing this stuff.
Oh, that's awesome.
The tumbler, baby. This thing's going to get lit up too. Because essentially, I'm reverse engineering, and I wish I could find it. I think I had to store for the time being, but I actually did. You know, with the Batman movie, Lego movie, all that stuff going on.
Yeah.
So they had a really cool, big Joker Harley, you know, lover, and so they had almost bought another one, a Joker lowrider kit. And dude, I took it and I did get the light kits for it, and I ran it in there, and I found little extra pieces and a little string, you know, that hooks in, does all that. I put it towards the front, and I could be like, I was like, them hitting them switches, you know, Joker hitting them switches. And what's funny about the art thing, so I made this shelf here. As you can tell, I'm very good at cleaning, but I actually did like what you saw what I do with the stenciling and stuff. I did this 3 years ago, give or take. And not crazy like you guys are. Jack, I'm working on that, bro. Believe me. Oh, I soup them up. Now I'm into techniques. I got Dom's charger as well.
Oh, which one? From the first one or from the most recent one?
The first one, bro.
Oh, the first one? Yeah.
That one's sick because it's like you throw it back and it sits on the wheelie. I'm a big old, I tell people, oh, shit, if you want to start paying my mortgage, you can tell me how to decorate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But kind of going into, I look back at a lot of things, and like I gotta be honest with you, bro. Russ, this is like what I'm most proud of, because I grew up obviously then with stenciling and whatnot, and I just fell in love with the art. Obviously, I'm almost bodysuited, And so I kind of stenciled, I found it on there. And actually, when I was younger too, and you know, you got to God bless those hedonism years. Don't know what happened to me then, but I could actually look at stuff and kind of redraw it. And I actually kind of did the same here with the shading and all that other stuff. And you know, when they had the sets out, the pink one kind of had a fancy ass one here. So this one was I labeled "Welcome to the Car Show," and it had Harley and Joker holding a, you know, like a those button switch you see on the Lego deal. It was hooked in the middle of the car. The speakers were lit. The sides was lit. The bottom was lit green. When I find it, I'm posting it and showing you guys. Because I had to store it as I was moving things around. But, you know, that's where a lot of it just kind of kept going. And as I got a little bit older, my dad's rule was to have a car, because, you know, in South Dakota, we could when we were 14. You either basically, I'm either working or I'm in sports. Never mind the fact that I was also drinking and doing all that. But that's besides the point. You know, and so immediately I worked my butt off and got my job. I got a job at Best Buy. And those assholes got so much of my money back, it's not even funny. But at least it was back in the day when you got a lot of stuff like, it was like 5% above cost, right? And I still have the system here, competition subworkers, all that. But it's funny bringing it up, Russ, because I just, and how people kind of ask, it just jumped around. And next thing I know, I'm working in the service center. I'm working in, you know, customer service. I'm working, you know, all before it became Geek Squad, thank God. I got tired of the sales pitch. I just wanted to learn and fix shit. And that's what I did. I learned from these guys, and I just kept going and going. And then through high school, I took every computer class that I could. And me and a guy won web design competition at one of the technical institutes. So I graduated, I was telling you, with, well, I got 2 degrees out of there. And, you know, really it goes back to that whole thing, because even my mom and I, a lot of them were talking after a while, you know, about how, you know, I was out in the field picking rocks, doing all that stuff too. And I just, you know, you naturally just kind of learn. I learned from my old man, you know. And the best story I can tell actually is, to summarize it, is one day I drove out to my dad's and was looking for him, couldn't find him. You know how farming's going, whatever. We dairied everything like that, but we pastured everything. Well, we went up. So he's got a big mower. Went around there, couldn't find him. And I look at a Quonset, and in there is basically like a car-style ramp for him to drive his mower up on, get up under so he can get underneath, do all that there. I'm like, that's where I get it from. And just kind of watching how he would build stuff around there. We just repurposed. We were farmers. We repurposed everything. When we tore down old buildings, I was up blazing heat with humidity down here with a big old bar prying sheet metal off, you know, the top of the tin, because we could still use it. So that's why even there's been stuff around here, like my sister was looking at this stand I built. I just was fucking around, and big Bleach fan, anime fan actually too, and Ichigo's Hollow Mask. I sat there and I did a fuck around stencil and put it on top there. And my sister was looking at it, and she's like, "Where'd you buy this?" I go, "I didn't." "What do you mean?" "I pulled some shelves down around here so I could make room, and I got bored. Figured I needed a little, my router, modem, switch, all that, stand." "You made that?" "Yeah."
That's right.
You know, so it's just kind of, you know, where it is. I mean, yeah.
That's how I am, man. Yeah. When we buy wood or we buy anything for, you know, building something, like, I save everything. And my wife's like, "I don't understand why you save all these pieces of wood." And then it's like, you know, 6 months later, I'm like, "We need a piece of wood this big." And I walk out to the garage and be like, "Nope, nope, nope. Perfect." Pull it out. I'm like, "This is what we need." Boom. Fix the door frame with it. You know, because like one of the kids busted the door frame. And so I used that scrap piece of wood, stuck it in there, shimmed it, and, you know, put a screw through it, and perfect. Good as new.
See, and that's what helped. Well, I give a big shout out, like you were talking about, with sponsors. You know, we have a lot of one and the same. You know, obviously you, bro, Mad Love, Wendy, and Bill. from Naughty Faeries, Alfred and Kara, mad love. So blessed to be a part of 183 there with them. And my buddy Doug Campfield, who does 3D printing. And he actually, I kind of went through this mental part where there's a little strain with a bunch of stuff, this and that, you feel like you just kind of feel locked in your head, right? You like to always do that stuff because that's the exact same thing I did, bro. I mean, you go out to where I work and been doing these now. I mean, I've got corner pieces like this, and they're like, what the hell you use those for? I'm like, oh, I'll find a use, believe me. Bill, my man, did you just hear me? Like, did you just wait to hear that I say your name on? Oh, he think you talking to somebody, but there ain't no cord there.
Get out of here.
Yeah. Well, as long as it was a good out.
Yeah.
But, with this Kate 6 poster, Doug and I are really into it. This is actually the very first one of this style that I built off of this guy here, which is a 24 by, this is the 27 by 40 that I've been showing that I did, kind of to lean into it with Kara, Alfred, Wendy, Jim Noble, Jim already once was talking to me about wanting to do a kitty one. For his one
kitty banger.
Yep. Because I don't know if you saw my post of the Violet one.
Yeah. The one you just picked up the other day.
Yeah. And because then thank God too, because those things, oh my God. And when he saw it too, I'm like, you can take the moving blanket because I said, I know I will find you and I will hunt you down. Because I'm like, you're also not breaking one of my babies that I put my heart and soul in, you know what I mean? And so this guy here, my buddy Doug, and I just kind of met, he's like, everybody's been so super supportive that it's just pushed me that much further. And we went through this design. And Kara and I have been talking for a couple years, right? And, Final Fire Bitch, all that other stuff. And I said, you know what? I said, Kara, I go, being a super sweetheart, I go, I would love to, I would love to do one of my box build for you, right? And I said, in honor of your smashing success of, Fire Bitch 2. And she's like, yeah, cool. She goes, that'd be great. Thank God I put a little backup plan in action because of printing, all that other stuff. Otherwise, that probably wouldn't have happened. But my God, Russ, after I did that, and all of a sudden it was like, shit be gone. I took from this here, wider frame, different, coloring on the background, shit I could do to make it pop more. I mean, you really look into that thing, and the way on the print is, where some of the fire part is, just from some of the refraction, really lights up on there. And it was just that right in itself, man. Like I said, you ever want to see it, like a 38 bulb gauge tattooed guy cry? They know how to do it. I'm not used to that. Again, growing up at the farm, I mean, too, bro. Like, it was always just you grow up, you go, you get it done, right?
That's right.
But to meet the people I have, and then Wendy and Bill, oh my God.
Well, and then the next piece that you're going to be playing around with,
Yep, that's it right there. That is going to be a wicked ass one because it's going to be a twofer because Russ, as we sponsor each other back and forth, that metal piece there of Alfred's, and as we, whenever you want on this here with that Witchblade, because working on a little project for my man here too as well. We had to go back through because I had to rewrite down because of all the bullshit we've been doing back and forth. I couldn't remember what I wanted.
Yeah, when we were on chat with Alfred's probably like, all right, guys, you can go talk elsewhere. Like, blowing up he's like sitting there trying to, work in Adobe, and we're just like, hey, what's up, Alfred? And you were just like chit-chatting back and forth. And then you're like, hey man, I'm gonna move back over here. I think we're blowing up Alfred. I was like, you think? He asked one question and there was like 40 messages between us. It was like all I needed was an answer, fellas.
See, and that's what I knew right there. I'm like, oh, did we just become best friends? Remember that's when we started dropping the lines on that right after too?
Yeah.
Because, man, that was so funny. I was like, well, for one question, Alfred got a short novel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Who's driving the boat? Who's driving?
Nobody was on that. We were both
No.
we were both on the edge going, boats and hoes, boats and hoes. You gotta have me, my boats and hoes.
That's right.
That's exactly what we were doing, because I think Alfred was looking for somebody driving that thing, and we weren't.
Yeah, no, we weren't. He's like, the boat's empty. They're out there setting off fireworks.
Yeah, basically pulled up the Witchblade to show you what the variants look like, and if you wanted it the foil or not.
Yeah.
That was it.
That was it.
That's all he needed to know.
He's like, regular or foil? And we're like, yeah.
Well, I don't think I need to be staring at tatas with foil like that there and those lights. That I know I see a lot of squirrels and stuff too. Like,
I'll be cross-eyed.
Yeah.
Which way did they go? So that's going to be interesting, though. So that's what's going to be cool about the Raziel piece that Alfred did. Is it's going to be the first metal, right?
I actually, how fast can you get it to me?
As soon as I get them ordered. So
right now. Well, here's the deal. Like what we're doing, like with this, bro, is, and everybody bear with me. I'm working on getting all set up where I have like Kara on here, then the Witchblade one over Alfred. Really to show off a lot of my sponsors, the people that have been amazing. This piece I got from Wendy, if you recognize, is one of her pieces there. And this is like we were talking about too, Russ, was I couldn't believe it when I actually had a tattoo artist friend of mine give me props for, I love cherry blossoms on here. So I just did a little quick test, and then I did it's like a gloss neon.
Yeah, make it pop a little bit more in the light.
Yeah. And even behind here, like we were talking about, let's see if it lights up much from the computer screen, but I was actually testing it, and it glows. I just started playing with glow in the dark as well.
That's
on
cool.
The backing. And so I wanted that light blue, and I was kind of messing with kind of like how you and I, were talking about for yours, because every time I do something like this, it's always like I'm potentially doing it for somebody that, is looking forward to something down the road. And every piece, like, yours, that I'm doing, everything like that. I mean, man, these things mean the world to me, for one, because of the people, and two, it's, everybody know, like I've said, I mean, I got nothing pre-made. I don't do anything pre-made. Like when I sent you that picture, Goutwood, you should see stacks of shit I got up. I do every single piece, frame, trim. Okay. Single or dual lights. One thing I'm doing, like I'm throwing some real shit frames together just so I can test.
Yeah.
Stuff out.
How does this look? How does that look?
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, when you look at, like we talked about on there, like the one I'm working on for you, just on the regular, which is boring, but whatever. I'm just playing. This Witchblade here. Thank you, Stephanie. Love you. Thanks so much for the support.
Shut up, Dad. That's right. Who's driving the boat? Shut up, Dad.
Shut up, Dad. I can't believe it. I know mine's not movie quality, but that's okay. It's in the treehouse.
Hey, that Witchblade's so freaking sweet.
See, now this, and good old Russ here is getting the old, he getting the full DPopp custom treatment on this. Shit. See, I have so many of these.
Which remote is
Dude,
it? You need a universal remote.
Some of these kind of are, but others I'm like, are you? See, there's my little LED bar that I was telling you about that was testing. And you know what? Now that I think about it, that's all right. Because when we were setting up and just testing, I think I heard something drop, which I'll find it. But so like here, we'll just, you know what? This is the fun part of this. Let's just kill everything. This is where I got to really test some refraction pattern, right?
Yeah. So
you could see, you know what? Why don't you guys just chill for a bit? How about that? Go night-night. YouTube, damn it. There we go. So you can see in the hollow foil, I mean, just an amazing, I mean, I'm learning too, which is so awesome. No, Bill, you are sexy. You are one sexy piece of ours. Actually, Jack, I'm actually working on that along with the switches. Yeah, with the remote. I'm just all over the place right now. I've been so overwhelmed with people. It's honestly been a blessing. I got to be honest with you. Big blessing.
Well, it doesn't help that I like every day I'm like, hey, what do you think about this, Dustin?
Well,
like, what do you think about, making a push button where you like, on the fire bitch one, you walk up and fire goes on plays when you push the button and the lights go to it.
Well, remember we kind of been discussing that a touch, and there's my girl Wendy. She's been Wendy built too. Wendy's actually helping me out even with my logo and all this other stuff. It's like, this is just, to me, it's just not even real yet. You know what I mean, bro? And with you is just, everybody's just been so supportive and so kick-ass. And, each time too, like, I love my melding and whatnot. And so my buddy Doug I was telling you about, right?
Yeah.
So this is one set of lights. And he goes, how the hell, because of the lights that they are, these are just a real basic, on there, that goes, how the hell did you get those to refract like that? I go, well, you said so. Actually, I'm looking at my glasses now. Bill, goddammit, quit being a squirrel. You're going to make me go, huh? Shiny. But then I'm like, oh man, if I start to one up my buddy, this is going to be crazy. But then, so literally this one, it's a simple mount, which is nice. And where now, where basically it reacts like all the other ones. So like, you got the basic lighting there. And we got, you're not going to see it a whole lot, but with that additional refraction, see, I killed that other one, but you see that additional refraction for the initial, how that just tears that apart. I mean, I was just, hollow foil can be really, really touchy on certain ones. And actually Wendy and all them, Alfred, have been schooling me on lava foil, rainbow, all this. I have a print of Kara's, actually. I think that's a rainbow one. I'm not sure. I'm sure I'll get corrected on it. Wendy, you should put yours on blast. You know what, Russ, did you hear when we were talking about that on her live stream?
No.
The music one?
Oh, yeah.
Her Harrington one where I needed to do the because it was shining right up by the spotlights on that build.
Yeah, that's right.
But yeah, that exactly. And now Wendy's on real quick. I gotta show her. Oh, I got my pops up here and everything. Well, it's got that little bar there, but kind of on that, showing her too that before, how this is all turning out. I still can't believe, the reactions I've gotten on it. I mean, it's kind of almost a leap for me. And if you compare to the other ones, I actually added more to it. I just love cherry blossoms and all that stuff too. So this is going to be a really fun one, and testing the glow in the dark. Then the next thing is also black lighting. I mean,
oh, that would be awesome, man! Black lights with neon. Oh, with
see,
highlights.
actually, I have certain acrylics already, and ones I've been looking at, and so what I'm thinking is like
Turn off the lights. Oh my god, glow in the dark. Turn off the lights.
you kind of see it. Almost looks like it on there. Shit. Jeez, Wendy's so demanding.
Hey, naughtiest fairy gets what she wants.
You're damn right she does. She says, you do this, and I go, how high?
Okay.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Oh yeah, see? I don't know how well you can see it. I dimmed the hell out of mine. Are you able to see it at all, Russ?
No, I can't see it on mine.
What the hell? Did I go too far? I was trying to cut the glare. There we go. Actually, when I cut,
She said, sorry, squirrel.
you know how to get me on the squirrel, but actually, I'm going to try this one more time with my screen off and see, because I can actually see it's right in here and the cherry blossoms. I don't know. It's probably not auto-focusing, but obviously you'll see when the build is done. But yeah, it's already starting to pop on certain ones, and that you got to be real careful with. You do it a little too thick, it'll basically start to get all foggy, shit like that.
Jack's got some stuff brewing. He wants to know if you've ever done a metal black and white. And so that's what we were talking about, Jack. Actually, the metal Alfred piece is going to be one of the first metal ones that he messes with.
Yep. And actually, now the other ones I have, though, that's what I was asking, is Wendy's. The two that Wendy did for Into the Sun. Those two there, the red and the black. I copped those as well on CBs.
Well, I already know where he's going with this because he's getting the Armando Ramirez black and white. As Andre has so named him Paco, it's actually a Septibrute that Raziel's fighting, and it's got like in the scene. Well, here we'll just show the piece that I'm talking about.
Yeah,
dude, sure you know which one it is.
One, I just need to grab a quick example that I was gonna toy with.
I know it's in here somewhere. Maybe not.
This is off of one of my photo shoots I did a while back. That's as you can see there. I did the graffiti on the back of the wall and everything like that. And stressed it out. So like this is actually 11 by 17. And I love having the bigger ones. I know Wendy, I think, said $500 fine. Dustin has pants on. Well, shit, if it's a pants off, pants off. If it's a pants off, pants off. Hey, I got my actual, I think I got the other ones that Russ and I were going to talk about. Oh, shit.
That's the piece that I can guess. Am I right, Jack? Is that because you know he's getting the medal of this one, so I'm kind of thinking this is what he's wanting to get done. What's up, Adam? What's going on, Radar? How you doing, buddy?
Oh, I would love to make that just disgusting.
Yeah, make it disgusting, man. Add some like red blood squirt, some magma blood squirts. Oh man, I shouldn't say anything. I'm giving away some of the story.
Well, see, and that's the other thing is like the one thing I've really been happy about and really appreciated is that, besides you pain in the ass, having to tell me what colors he wants on his Witchblade, Otherwise, well, Wendy gets a little shot too. When I did her Aislinn one, how about doing this in the background? But it was a great idea, honestly. It was all awesome.
Dude, I think the neon green and the blue is gonna make that freaking Witchblade badass.
Well, wait till you see like I said, as I'm redoing those stencils, people have said to me too, they're like, yeah, you stencil a lot, man. You can get like a cutter, this and that. I'm like, yeah, I could. But this makes me better. You know what I mean? Like on Jim's Violet, right? I did a piece of Kitty Verses on there. But you didn't really have that font. So I just kind of drew it out in how he had it on there. And he loved it. I'm like, what the hell's going on? I'm like, check the pulse.
See, we're going to have to challenge you. See, what we need you to do next is we need to take one of these big banners, and we need you to do that to the banner. So when we're at the Comic-Con, people are going to be like walking by and be like, holy shit, check out that banner at Wendy Steen Shaner's table. Like, it's freaking huge, and it's all lit up, and then have like speakers behind it with like, you know, some fairy music playing.
Actually, yeah, fairy music. Bill's got a ton of that. Because Bill, and I know Wendy can testify, I have said that to them, that I want to do. I'm like, you know what? I'm thinking like a 4 foot by 6 foot on my wall. Just need a good mural. That'd be hella fun. You know, right before you brought that up, I've actually talked about that.
Look at Steph poking the bear.
Steph, this is again why I love this, and everybody, you know, in this has been. I mean, Russ, man, my mind's just fucking been, you know, just.
Oh, so you want to do a banner?
Yeah, see, like I was saying, like Wendy can attest to this. She knows I have said it, and I said it, man. So I did like Kara's, and that just got better there. And I did Alfred's, you know, I wanted to for that there.
Man, I tell you what, if you do one for Steph, you're gonna have to really watch the refraction, because if somebody gets too close, they might get 2 black eyes off of one of his pieces.
See, Steph, that's the other thing.
My eyes.
Oh shit, I gotta watch. Actually, I gotta watch what I'm saying. I gotta be careful around Steph.
I don't know. We haven't been counting. It hasn't been Chuck worthy yet, so we're good.
Oh, Steph, it's not that, dude. I can all day. But there was something also for Steph, and I saw me on
a couple. He can say them for me. See, and that's so. You want to know something funny? So Wendy's backstage, and Lewis has been trying to get Wendy to drop the F-bomb for like almost a year and a half now since we've been doing the shows. And so I had my wife make this shirt that says adulting. And I said, hey, Wendy, what does my shirt say? And she's like, something about adulting and it's ducking bullshit. Wouldn't recommend.
Okay, holy shit. So I've been told.
I'm late and there have been a couple. No, Wendy doesn't drop F-bombs all day. Wendy goes, blah, 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 blah.
See, now, speaking of challenge, though, is I've been told, like, when I was working at Best Buy, we had a supervisor. Nicest fucking guy in the world. Nice guy in the world. You know, he would just look at me and just kind of do this and that. And people would come up to me and they go, how is it you're the only one that can get Roger to swear? I'm like, because I'm a pain in the ass. And I know just where to
push his buttons.
Yep. I'm like, until he just, I get him to where he's almost laughing, where he's like, it's funny to say or fun to say, where he's actually not pissed at me kind of thing. And don't get me wrong.
He's just so pissed that he's not pissed. And he's just like, I don't even know what to do, but just laugh.
I've had that with a few people too. They're like, how do you get people worked on? I'm like, me brain, idiot, have fun. Yay. You know? Make people laugh. This world sucks right now anyways. Let's bring some joy in. You know what I mean? That's
it. That's it. That's what we need to do. Steph, you need to get on it. You need to make the Taz, Wendy, and Devil. And then we'll like Photoshop her face on it and have like blah, blah, and then we'll make a lit frame for her and everything.
Hell yes.
Yeah.
See now, okay, Jack dropping that shit in now too. Now you know what we got to talk about. you and I in our mind meld of all this other shit. Because I've seen so many.
You guys,
my OCD and ADD building this shit, and people ask, like Jack going, you should have a little remote holder on there. I'm like, yeah, let me add that to page 35 on my list. Stuff I need to make sure I do because all of a sudden, brand new idea. Or I'll start protoing it.
The one thing I can say though is it's hilarious because I think you have derailed by the comments more often than stuff derails an entire show, and it's great. I love it. It's so fun.
Oh yeah, we'll do both. I'm always down.
Get out of here. You gotta have Wendy's permission. Listen to this guy.
But like, so again, we'll go like they're talking about with the band and the music, right?
Yeah.
This is when you and I were doing some mind melding, and this was, of course, after we derailed Alfred umpteen times, which was awesome. I love that guy. But you know, that actually is something that actually when I was driving home today, I started all of a sudden started thinking about. See, this is the kind of shit we need in our lives, man. This is what I love about this. Has been again. I'm gonna say.
Oh man, I think I'm gonna pass out. It's too much.
Dude, you know, I go back and I love an iPhone, iPad because again, it means a lot to me. But this now even more. I'll go through and it will record the screen, so I can go back and replay the shows because again, it just I'm having a shit day or whatever. I'm like, you know what? Great people out there, make smile, all this other stuff. But we got ones like this here. It's like I'm gonna be like. Russ, bro, when are we gonna do this again? Because I'll whip some other whatever crazy shit up just to make an excuse to get on anyway. And like
hey, it'd be like, hey, can we go on tomorrow? Last night I stayed up all night. I whipped up these cool new Funko Pop displays because that's where you're headed next with this. You got some ideas.
Well, actually, because that kind of ties into what we were talking about. Remember about the. Well, actually, let me just grab this. This will be easier. Actually, I got to do it too first. Remember, you were talking about the music, and I'm trying to stay on target. Wendy, I'm trying, but they're not making it easy on me. I need an adult. I need an adult.
Where? I don't see any adults.
I don't see them anyways. But you know, if you're like me, when you have your favorite artist, like on here, NF, when I met him, did the VIP, you know, all in here. Well, I found already, this is not going to be a cheap proto, and knowing me, I'm going to have to take all the time in the world because I'll fuck it up. But I found certain like 10-inch screens. Remember we were talking about loading videos, stuff like that?
Yeah.
They're kind of like monitors. Well, think about it like digital, you know, the old digital photo display, you know, that cycle through pics. Hold up a thumb drive, throw it on there. Well, having now this music stuff, and you know what was messed up? I ran out of time. I was actually going to start the show out today with my Sid Wilson mask on from Slipknot.
Yeah.
But I had the one with his skull on, playing Duality. Push my fingers into my, and then have the music ones, the beat ones catch. And just, I don't know, I was just going to stir them up here for fun. But I was like, I already have it figured out. Like, okay, I can recede that in there. You have access to the back to throw a thumb drive in, right? Loaded with music videos or whatever.
Yep.
You know, you nerd it up like the best. You're like me, rip them off of YouTube. And then I create VOBs on them, and I make them on DVDs and throw them in my living room, big screen and shit, just crank the hell out of them. Well, kind of throw that on there, but, you know, we were talking about, like, Kara as an example. Fuck.
That was Steph on his way back from getting the apology card for Carrie having to fix his lines all day.
I am just so happy to feel in a place I could call my own. with just lunatics like myself. Um,
How long before we go off the rails? When did we didn't even start the show with rails. We were all over the place as soon as the show started.
Hi, Wendy. Hi, Wendy. I'm Poppins. Have we met?
And Wendy, you know better than that with me. It doesn't take much to take this from a straightforward interview show to just like, it doesn't take me long. You see me in the comments every day. So
Russ tells me at the start of this, dude, this is just a back and forth with all the rest of this. I'm like, sweet. Brain.
What rails? Summons pants. Yeah, so they were making fun of the Steph Wilson LP. Leave it for the colorist. That if you play it backwards, it summons demons. The Jersey Circular, leave it for the colorist. And so Jack said, does it tell you how to summon demons or how to go online and order some pants? You never know. Yeah, squirrels, they're everywhere. They're all over the world.
Those little shit weasels.
That's right. That's what I was going to say, Danny. I think we went off the rails the moment he read the word hoe, because she said how long before we go off the rails.
I just saw that too. I'm actually disappointed in myself that I missed that. Come on, Poppins, you're better than that. I just saw that.
I am everywhere.
Oh my God.
That's why
the three of us on here right now, and then throw Wendy in the mix. Jack's actually trying to keep it somewhat in there, but the three, holy shit.
Hey, Wendy, I can send you a link. We can all get in here and start some BS, and we can turn this into a party.
Yeah, mic drop. But Slipknot.
Oh my God! So Dustin,
I'm trying to go back a little bit, but what now?
No, we're not going back. We got to talk about this. So I did a review show on Saturday, and we're reading this book, and this guy's like, "I don't have a weapon. What am I supposed to do? Start turkey slapping this guy?" And we were laughing because we're like, "What the hell is turkey slapping?" So I Googled it, and it came up in the Urban Dictionary that turkey slapping is basically, in our terms, like if you give somebody a mushroom stamp, and so the Aussies call it turkey slapping. And it was so funny because Lucas, you guys got to know, Lucas went back and watched the entire show and messaged me the next day, and he goes, "Dude, I thought turkey slapping was a common term." And I was like, we had no idea what it was until we looked it up. And I'm like, I'm still laughing about it because this guy's talking about going in and turkey slapping somebody.
What the hell was I talking to about that, where we were talking about, the Rear Admiral, the snowmobile, shit like that. When I worked before, oh my God. He's okay. Another movie quote. They were bred for hunting mountain lion or something like that. They have short snouts. I find that hard to believe. You should Google it. It's worth a Google. No? The campaign? Zach Galifianakis and shit. Oh man.
Oh wow. Was it Will Ferrell, I think?
Will Ferrell and Zach Galifianakis, thank you. Yeah,
it was the campaign, yeah.
But it's worth a Google. You should Google it. It's worth a Google. Well, I'm glad now I know, because I was always used to, like you said, mushrooms. I gotta step my game up, apparently.
Apparently, yeah, we gotta learn that Aussie terms. Yeah,
and those guys are a hoot though, because I supported International for a while on a previous job, and those guys I'd have to do run diagnostics at like 3 a.m. And those guys were totally worth it, because you could just hear them on the back of the phone. "Oh, I fucking saw you scurrying that. I fucking saw what you did there. Hey, you fucking scurry on that and get drunk. Oh, you blame it on that. Oh, yeah, that's the Foster's and booze. Yeah." Just going back and forth. And I'm just laughing my ass off on mute as I'm running these diagnostics on these boards. Oh, man, they are a riot, dude. Just a riot. So funny.
So sorry, I didn't mean to derail you. What were you getting ready to show us?
No, remember we were talking about it kind of all loops into the music thing, right? And because to me, everything is, music's my life. And believe it or not, everybody can joke and throw all the stabs at me that they want, but I write. Wrapped on the site for all this other stuff, and doing some right now even. And but I love the mix of stuff, and I've always loved Slipknot. All of a sudden, like you said, the Pop Funkos, right? I'm not one of those maniac collectors of everything, but it's like, okay, they did B-Rabbit, Eminem. Yep, grew up on that, right? Slipknot. Shit, they're from Iowa. Anybody knows where South Dakota that does have horseless carriages and electricity and running water. Iowa's right next to it. But so I did, you know me messing around with my stencils like I love, just to test out. Well, actually, it's probably easier to show on my B-Rabbit, customizing the stands on there. Have you ever seen Slipknot live?
No.
So the biggest thing is I got Corey Taylor coming. Sid Wilson's my absolute favorite. He's the DJ on there. Now, their whole setup contains basically like, I'll show you some of those little wood pieces that I found. Yeah. I was just going to square out and turn them and paint them silver to make them kegs.
Yeah.
Because they, bump, him, clown, all that. These guys would fight on stage. So I was going to build a stage up. And I actually have a bar itself already. I forgot when I was doing ad for the corn ones as well, to do as a basically like
a live stage.
He's up on top, yeah. And because of that, I'm gonna have it pegged. And granted, it's not Joey anymore, but it used to be. But I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna spin it up because he would be as a drum solo. He'll start spinning around, and then he'd flip up and spin like this while he was playing. And oh my God, I'm like, da-da-da. This here, hold that there, be hidden there, can make this in the keg stand, sweet, drum set, done, lighting, yep, going around there, okay, pentagram cut out, acrylic, done, sweet, let's put it up there, I'll flip that sucker up, with what they got, as they're actually going to be releasing these throughout the year, and I'm like, bam! Music just hitting to waiting bleeds going, anything like that there. Like it's, you're watching a show because I've seen them live a couple times.
It'd be cool. Like if you were doing the whole bar setup, you could do like one of the little screen like the size of an Apple Watch or something, like, and have it as like a TV sitting on the bar and actually have it showing the music videos on it.
You've seen them there, have you? Have you seen clips of it where they have the cameras of the crowd on top of the kegs and their stands and stuff.
Yeah, because there was that one music video that they did where they destroyed this house, like all the fans and stuff.
Oh,
and
that's Duality. Yeah.
Yeah, Duality.
They got everybody. Oh, dude, we can talk music as well for Dixie's. They went back to Iowa, and got a bunch of people out there and went out to an old farm. They said, they did a casting call basically out there, and where they just let them just go outrageous smashing, with all that shit. And it's kind of like, just to keep expanding, and it's just keep doing new things, the metal, these here, like I said, between the metal ones from Wendy and I can't wait to do Alfred's version, the Xenon there, because that'll be a permanent display as well for any time we jam in or anytime. I've been so blessed to be on fucking 3 streams in this amount of time. I'm still in awe. I mean, just let me get sappy real fast. You guys have no idea what you guys have done, Russ, too. What you guys have done for me mentally and physically is something I feel like I can never completely pay forward. So I'm one of those guys that's always going to keep trying to. I mean, everybody has just been, I'm just so blessed to be kind of out of where we are, and just something positive, fun, stuff like this shit, man.
You're in the right group for it, man, because that's what we're all about, It's about finding your crowd. It's about finding the group of people that are going to take you in and be like, you can do great things. Let's help you get there.
See, Ross, you nailed it right on the head, dude. Like, I haven't just had that from one or a few people, you know, and get that smoke blowing up your ass. You know, so used to that. And kind of going back to like what I told you about, you
They're
know,
plugged in, Jack. They
actually, there's a couple different ways, and I can get them, or I can tell you where to get them. Like Wendy has both. You can use, like what I have here is just that I just got this little one to go with. It's just a dual, you know, cell phone battery. So you can literally use that on there for any of these. Otherwise, they're USB. And I will say this, I do not recommend, and I was actually thinking about it when I was doing Kara's Punisher. Because obviously all white, I worked for Daktronics and whatnot, you know, all the boards, the LED boards. I know how they pull in, so I'm always checking wattage, all that shit. Bro, you want to talk about nerdism? I'm sitting there and I used to hate math, and now I'm already thinking to myself, how do I strip that, put a current limiting resistor in there so the power block doesn't get too warm. Welcome to my head.
Well, at least think about stuff like that.
Well, and it's finally going in the right direction. But actually, Jack, so there's that, and then like what I did for Wendy, she's at there, and I'm working on too, so that way, if you're kind of displaying, like I've gotten hit up a lot on these 16 by 20s, and right now, like I'm doing few Russ, they're the only ones that I'll ship, and that's because of honestly the cost, and because, well, these are everything on there. I can't even stand the thought of them being broke, but a lot of people have been giving me positive feedback on like if cons come back, you know, stuff like that. So I'm even working on, but custom the stands. I mean, these are just should have had laying on here, but just as an example, to pull up for either the smaller ones or the back ones. But also, I'm going to custom paint them to match that frame and everything, so it all looks like one piece. So you can literally have it sit back there, and if you have a rechargeable battery, say, like I know some of the comms I worked at, you know, trying to get power can be a bitch, you know. If you got an external battery like that, you can plug it right in and hide it behind it. You know what I mean? I'll tell you right now, I already did a test on the $6 one you can get at Walmart, right? The cheaper one. And on white, it ran for like 2.5 hours, which is the highest pull. Otherwise, your typical like 1 amp USB block is what I recommend. And what I've been doing is I've been getting, I've been kind of just getting them. They're add-ons where I can just get them to you and you'll get the right one, but you know, you're making sure that they're 5 watt 1 amp because of the lights and what they're spec'd at, and a USB extension cable. Boom. You know, like what I'm gradually doing as I get this set up, so that way I'm not rushing for when, you know, we're doing this stuff here and I actually have them up and all that stuff. I'm gonna put even, you know, just that channeling, you know, on the side of the wall, look clean, you know. Wendy's put hers up all on there too. They're sawtooth. Some people were talking about on there, you know, putting a canvas style on it. I don't like that because they keep pushing into it. And the great thing about this is, where like for you, Russ, for instance, and even like what Wendy's sending me to do for on like it's a whole nother kind of a look and design, is that I've been able to test other materials as well, getting better ones, you know, so they're looking that much better. I knew that I was Danny D, ding, 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 you're the big winner. I was waiting. I was setting up. I was trying to set up because I knew somebody in this group had to drop that. Listen, Wendy's hoe line, you know. I'm like, here's what we're gonna do, right?
Yeah, we're gonna build up to it.
Jack, just so you know, they take 8 double Ds. But no, I mean they're these 16 by 20s too. I got a scale to weigh them on and everything like that, and they're no more than 5 pounds.
Sorry, we totally derailed you on this. So you were talking about, you were getting into groups and they were blowing smoke up your ass. And
oh, this is from a while before, like when I would do electronic repair. Everybody always wants something for free. You know what I mean? But I mean, that's just where, years back, like when I was kind of, when I was even doing this shit here, and was in it for a while. Then life happens. What do we do with it after? You know what I mean?
So you know what I'm thinking we need?
Again, to go back through, like you said, for sponsors. I mean, just to have my sponsors alone already, you, Wendy, Bill, Alfred, and Kara, my buddy Doug. I'm like, again, just awestruck. And what I love about when I do this too, though, I love it because I know the people I'm doing it for.
Exactly.
That makes me push even that much harder in it, and I'm grateful for that feeling, right? The great words of Homer Simpson, if you're gonna say, "What'd you do? Did you half-ass this thing?" Well, I thought I was using my whole ass. Every bit of this is a piece of, it's a part of me, is the way I see it and I feel it, because I want somebody to go, damn, that's all I want that displayed, So right now, these big ones, right, the bigger ones gladly do, I'm setting up, finding the different price structures for all that, like you and I were talking about, you got your flats, metallics, the single, dual lighting, again, I'm just, to me, if I'm not creating, I'm dying. And I just love the fact of all the different stuff, between yours, Wendy's. I mean, shit, I've gone through so many Kickstarters in the last couple of months. I have my whole life just to, to show the love back as well. Like I said, I mean, I can't wait, man. That's what I'm hoping. And
you're saying you like the black and white too. I wanted to tell you, you like the black and white. I can always make something happen for you.
Oh, dude, I mean, God. So you guys are just, I mean, I can't wait for it in full because actually, too, I sat down and knocked out all the Wendy's. I'm like, thank God number 5's on its way. I'm into this shit, though, bro. I mean, really. I mean, I've got, Luis is probably not even, he probably forget this shit.
Oh, no, Lewis is busy. He's working on doing, his Kickstarter just ended.
No,
so
I know.
So he's probably working on his next thing and preparing to send off the orders.
Well, no, I know. I got into that. I've gotten into yours, Nebula, Into the Suck, the Naughty Faeries, Jim's last one and his recent one. Obviously, Fire Bitch 2. Yeah, it should be a whole bunch of goodies, and I'm just waiting. You know what I mean? Fucking, I'm not patient. No, I'm not patient at all. But like Luis, I want to say it was just amazing because I have that variant hanging up over there by my tools that I'm moving that I did for Wendy. That and then David Harrington won that blue piece. I mean, just his comments, man.
Yeah, David Harrigan's pieces are awesome.
Yeah.
I finally have, after all the crap that's happened, David Harrigan's cover coming for the one that got the speckles on it, and I'm excited.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
That's awesome because I think actually there's something like that.
Oh, it's the same piece that you did.
One?
Yeah, it was the same piece.
The one that, the fairy, that fairy.
Yeah, the one that you did for Wendy. Yeah.
Yeah, that's just on, well, you're getting with is it like the speckled, like I said, I'm learning a lot of this here too.
Yeah, it's the speckled it's the comic.
Oh, right on. Because that one I just did as
a print.
Yeah, I made it. I had it. It was just really great timing that I was able to set up what I did to get the prints, and then work on them, and then Wendy and I were just talking, and I was knocking these other ones out.
I know. It's supposed to be here Thursday.
Yeah, the glitter. Thank you, Wendy. The glitter foil.
That's the glitter foil.
Thank you.
Think of it. Wendy's stalking.
Wendy, yeah, she's that quiet, voice of reason. Thank God for me.
And so here's the thing. So I was like, I didn't want to ask her to hold it for me because I don't like asking people to hold stuff. But I had that whole shit show happen last year between the whole cancer thing and then the car crash and then it just everything compiled. And when she had them, I was like, man, I really want that. I was like, no, don't hold it for me. Well, she held it for me, and months went by, and things just kept getting crazier and crazier. And then, like at the beginning of the year, she's like, "Hey, I still got that slab for you if you want it." And I was like, "You do?" I was like, and that's how awesome she is. She knew I really wanted that piece, and so she held it for me. And it's the great circle of friends that we run in because a normal person would have been like, "Oh, okay, yeah, cool, sorry, I got to sell it for the money," and not a lot of people will do that, and I really appreciate it.
See, and that's what I've also picked up, Russ, too. And I mean, talking to you, like, we were jamming about, what you were going through, and that's really cool. And by the way, I'm not surprised. Getting a Wendy like I have has, again, been another huge, huge blessing off of this whole thing. And I mean, it just goes all the way back to, I mean, how shocked I was, too, that even before getting more and more with 183 and Alfred and Kara and all them was Kara, and the fans that she got, all that stuff, and still replying and all this other stuff. And the funniest thing too is, and it's the same thing with Wendy. She knows that to testify. I get to a point where I'm like, fucking put your phone away. Stop. You cannot stop sending this shit to them. You know what I mean? And Kara's response after that, and Wendy telling me as well, and then. Oh my God. I finally got wise to where I'm noting it. So when I get it to people like, take for instance, Jim's Violet that I just posted up on there. Like, okay, took all this and that there. There we go. Shannon, I'm going to butcher names. Shannon G. I don't know. I'm horrible.
I don't know. I pronounce it Galarno. Is that Galarno?
Yeah, Galarno? Like that. She can kick my ass whenever she wants. She knows it. Dude, when I had somebody hit me up and she has the authentic, that Lady Death of hers, her absolute favorite piece, and asked me to do that. Okay, number one, my butthole puckered up.
Oh my God, I can't see this up.
Yeah, because I'm thinking to myself, this thing's going to stay in my fucking safe until I absolutely need it. You know what I mean? Okay, you're going to go right here. Baby steps, baby steps, baby steps. We're going to set this just right here. I ain't shitting you, bro. That thing didn't leave the damn frame until I absolutely needed to. I tested over the damn frame. But when she showed it, it was just, again, mind-blowing. And I've had, people hitting me up on, and this is what I've wanted is if it brings joy, and it's also, others for their web streams and stuff like that there, want to have it showing off and all that, I mean, that means more to me. Don't get me wrong. I'm not getting bent over for the prices here. Don't get me wrong on that. But, guys still got to make money on that. But, again, I've got it was right after Wendy and mine stream. I got hit up by a few people. Guy that wants to send me a holofoil of his as well for me to do. And I'm just like, this is insane. And the great thing about the other part about the community and stuff like this too, Russ, is that, especially being down here, living down here, never thought I'd leave SD. So fucking happy I did. Steph's still on, and I hope he's counting. Man, it's just worked out so much. I gave Wendy and Bill shit when they came by. These are only 6 hours away from me. I'm like, that's a flea fart in a hurricane. I mean, 6 hours. I'm like, shit. When I moved down here, I drove 32 hours straight. When I moved my sister down here for a bit, I said I did it in U-Haul. for 40 some odd with 2-hour break, sleep in between there. I'm like 6 hours. I'm like, shit, I'll see you guys before breakfast. This is when I go out there and annoy the hell out of them. So, I mean, it's just been great that, it's like you said, with the community and people that are using the same printer, all that other stuff. It's also made things so, I mean, it's great because, when we went through Alfred's Witchblade, for instance, for you, I mean, how smooth is that? Not having to worry about, not shipping this and that. I mean, I just, you did it, I'll get it, and I go right to work on it. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Trying to find that one you did for Wendy. I'm going to pop it up on screen here.
Yeah. I could send you.
Yeah, send me a picture of it, and I'll upload it on here. Actually, you know what? There probably already is a picture in here of it. I didn't even think about that. I forgot I was setting up the graphics. Because I'm working on doing the... that would be a smart idea. Look and see if it's in my pictures.
Wendy, too, being the sweetheart she is. I can't, for my logo, I can't wait on there. Oh, yeah, you put Alfred's up on there for our show. That one I loved. That was so cool to give him that one.
Yeah, send it to me. I don't have that one.
Well, this one's actually, I'm going to send you this one just because I love this picture. And you kind of get an idea. That is in my car. You get an idea on the size and how tall I am and how short she is.
That's what I was getting ready to say. You're just trying to show off how tall you are and how short she is. That's what it is.
This, my friend, is true. Okay.
I mean, you made freaking Jim Noble look like one of the 7 dwarves.
Yeah, I love that pic. Kara was taking them. And she was like, "No, stay that way." And I looked at it, and I was just loving it.
There it is.
There's the one there. I thought I had that lit up. Wendy, do you have any of that there when I was lit up? And then there's the picture of the Aislinn, by the way. That's the big old movie one. Loves my Wendy. She's a sweetheart and a half. Let me see here. Did that one. All right, this is Shannon with Alfred's, because she actually wanted also for me. She also wanted it to show Kara, because I think she was thinking Kara was thinking that's a little bigger than what she thought, kind of thing.
That's what she said.
Right? Twice. But man, I just get so like the stenciling and stuff. And the other thing I was going to bring up is looking into. I used to do vinyl as well, and I know Wendy had mentioned too. I guess at some of the cons I've been to, I actually worked at a friend's booth, and I just love doing it as well. I mean, I'll plaster my car, and as this keeps taking off, as I can get a truck, everybody on there, your logos, all that stuff there, cut, weed, wax, repeat. But, I have stacks on that there. I mean, if you're like me, there is, they're just a trip. I don't know. I just always love window stickers. And one of the other things I'm doing is working on, someone had mentioned as well to brand, kind of like to be able to brand it in a corner. Or like the official series. The great thing about this too, Russ, is I'm so comfortable going to Wendy, Bill, Alfred, Kara. I know it was just, hella busy, but here's one too. Let me send you this one. This one's just kind of like before Wendy and my stream, I saw at Alfred's. Kind of shows those hand cannons light up. You can kind of see the differences on that too. Up to you. I always love flooding people. The time-lapse ones are been just incredible. And actually,
what did Danny say? Oh, Arizona's like a menopausal stripper, hot and dry with a hint of cold swings.
yeah, we love it.
Yeah, Wendy just sent me the video, so I'm gonna load it up. Let's
Okay, cool. Yeah, she's great like that. Yeah. Again, I got to give her mad props because as I was doing the stenciling, I was really proud how I was able to cut out, you know, the lips, the kiss for it, and everything. And my dumbass flipped it around, and she caught it. I was so glad I showed it to her after the stencil. I'm like, thank God. Painter's tape over the name, mark, spray the lips, remove that, cover the other end, spray the name.
I tell you what, you know what would be badass would be to do. So, I mean, one of the things I was thinking would be really cool. So stick with me here. Think of Rain of Fire in this piece and doing like a Rain of Fire style frame with like flames, with like flame meteors around it. Now, would that not be freaking sweet or what? All right, hold on. We're going to share this
That'd
video.
be dope as hell.
Fucking awesome.
Fuck yeah.
I know. I'm getting in trouble here. My whole freaking bedroom's going to be like a freaking rave. Oonch, oonch.
I was gonna say, dude, until when you and I keep going through all this and everything like that too, it's gonna be like,
hold on, baby, let me turn on the lights.
Yeah, right. And I could just sit there and go, yep, I had a part of that.
Let's see if this will work.
Make a DPopp. Never do this. Time, 8 seconds, new record.
Are we going to share screen? Are we going to do it?
Oh, this is the kind of stuff too I want to do on the regular. Danny as well. If you look at DPopp Customz and everything in there, put a link that's within Russ's post as God, I'm really horrible about going on back. I'm in the process of making my own site as well. Just to support everything on there, and I do have a YouTube channel, but I finally gotten in the rhythm of taking other pictures, videos, all that stuff, holding on to them before I give them to said people.
Yeah, you were dying about posting the.
Oh my God,
Jimmy
dude! I'm
Noble.
hanging on to Shannon's right now, and Wendy is another one who's seen it because I'm like, all right, I need constructive criticism, all that kind of stuff, and now it's like, oh, girl, you better get. I don't give a shit. I'll drive right to you and bring it just so you see, and getting a jeweled one from Fire Bitch. That's just gonna be, you know what? Come to think of it, too, Russ, that'll actually be a good one to even kind of do some messing around with, like you said, with like a fire backdrop scene, stuff like that. Because Melvin, the fire turd.
Explosions.
Ugh.
Oh yeah, fire turd.
Yeah, Melvin, the fire turd. See, I was like looking into getting a little bit of a heavier duty vinyl cutter with some of this, and because I was gonna do obviously like mine on my front windshield and put 183-degree studio on the back, the full. So that's actually what I've been used to doing. I used to window tint, all that other shit. Just one of those guys that loves to get into about anything I can, and I am dead serious too. While you're looking at that, I'm dead serious about trying to be interested to see. I'll have to talk to you guys about, like you said, with your banner and whatnot. But I so totally do, dude. I've got like 80-foot rolls. Need to get better soldering equipment because I figured out how I've been salvaging the rest of my lights that I've cut from inside the boxes, so I like to know my lengths. And to make that put those additional lengths on other pieces. Like we were talking to, I'm trying to map in my head how I want to put lights. I gotta figure out a way to do it on there where they can be interchangeable to sound and just regular power, because they're a little 4-prong pin that kind of makes me, on. But then you got to actually literally plug that thing into AC. I'll have to show you. But I found that on there ever since you and I've been jamming. I've just been going back and forth with, looking at everything I can. Like Bill had me do that. That was really funny. I had no sleep when I did that video when I was painting gyms.
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm listening.
No, you're fine, bro. I was just looking at stuff.
I'm gonna try to save it to my phone and then upload it to StreamYard.
Cool.
Because it's being an asshat tonight. For some reason, StreamYard, it's sharing screen on here, but it's not coming up on the phone. I don't understand. It's never done that before, ever. It just will. It shows that it's sharing it and it's on screen, but it's not on screen. I'm like, what's going on here? All right, let's load it in here. Let's see what happens. Okay, why is it not in my recents? I know I saved it. Hold on. I'll be back.
Oh, you know what? I wonder if I can.
Save video.
If I see anything that's not going to help me sleep tonight, I'm going to be so pissed. Oops, wrong video.
Oh, there we go. Oh, no. Wrong file type. Yeah, so that's the other thing. That's the other thing. StreamYard's really picky. It has to be an MP4 or it won't let you upload it. So let's try. I just exited out of StreamYard.
Let me see if I can send something on my laptop. Like we were talking about. Oh, and it's got, I got the corn grunts. This is going to be cool too. Mic stand.
What are you keeping your fingers crossed for, Jack?
I think he's afraid, like me, that we're going to see something that is going to fucking send us crying.
Yeah, some crazy internet ghoul is going to pop out at him, scare the shit out of him.
Or we're going to see some unwanted selfies.
Oh, there's none of that. That is the worst thing ever. Like when I go through and people are like, like when I was doing my Kickstarter, I'm like trying to find a picture for me. And I literally have no pictures of myself, like in my phone. Like, I think it's like every 6 months, it's like, oh, there's a picture of me. I'm loading it up now. We'll see. If not, I can forward it to you. We'll see which one works faster.
Cool.
All right, forward to Dutton. Send. There you go. We'll see if you can screen share it to me. Yeah, we got like complete, utter chaos going on here. That just means you're not vain. Yeah, it's crazy. Like literally, the picture that is on the Kickstarter is from like 3 years ago. Because like that was the last time I took a picture like that had me in it on my phone. I'm like, I think the last time I took a selfie was like 9 years ago. And that was just because somebody needed a picture of me, and it was the stupidest picture ever. Because I was like, I'm like, yo, you want to picture me? I'm gonna take the most awkward picture ever. It was me at a stop with my hard hat on, and I had the oil nozzle in the tank, and I was looking all derp. And
derp.
And it was great because it was for like the Christmas display at work. They were putting all the drivers on this little as elves on this little shelf display. So I laughed every day when I walked in and I seen that picture of me. It's great. All right, cool. Popping it up now. Right meow.
I win. I win.
You
Told
win.
you. Yeah. So you just hit the old play again on it. Oh man, so like we were talking about. Okay, so you see those two metal prints on there, up in here. I didn't realize I had it on my control. But the way it hit those spotlights up top, dude. I mean, that thing was just so fun to build, and you can, you just have so many different settings that you just mess with, different speeds, all that other stuff. That ace line there that Luis did, there, you just try to find a good place to pause it. But, that one fought me right till she was here. I was like, oh, damn it. I got her done. And, hey, she loved it. That's what mattered to me. But, yeah, sorry I said it wrong again. David, right? David's piece, the one you're getting?
Yeah, David Harrigan's, yeah.
Harrigan's, that's it. Yeah, that, man, dude, that came out. So actually, Jag, you can kind of see, actually, on that one, you can see where just where that cable's dropping and a USB extender. What I'm gonna do on when I get a bunch on here is there's actually one I'm kind of trying to work on as well. Is just a real simple shelf slotted of 16 by 20s, I can run them around the back, have a nice stand, kind of going from here, be able to hit here and here, and then also I love putting people's logos on there. That's what I love about the 27 by 40 ones that I get to do. I mean, those are really when people really, again, it's I love that because it's something that really means. Jack, I hear that all the time, dude. But I was able to even just kind of figure out the poster size, all that other stuff, to put people's logos on it, and I Photoshop it here, and I print it off on my own gloss and whatnot, and did a coloring on it to match the build, and it's fun. I'm glad you sent that to me because now I got it as well.
Yeah, now you can post it up on the page.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
So, so I think Jack's thinking about getting that Armando piece, so that'll be pretty cool to do up. Man, I love that piece. I thought I almost had this sent to a colorist and had them color it. Because I have the original.
Yeah.
And so I got the digital scan of it that I can send to get colored, and I was like, no, I'm gonna leave it the way it is. I'm a huge fan of just the inks.
Oh yeah. Well, see, that's the beautiful part about so much of it is and the talent I've seen, just there's so many, is also with doing these from scratch, not one is going to be the exact same. You know what
Exactly.
I mean? Like with my tattoos, stuff like that. This is the way I do it, and this is what I love when people let me. They say, here's the references. Maybe, I gotta go my guy. I'm like this, I like this and that. Do your thing, because I don't want anybody else, I don't want my shit looking like everybody else's, flat flash art. You know what I'm saying? I mean, not trying to rag on anybody on that, but you get what I'm saying. Like, or you could really just.
You don't want them to be a dime a dozen. You want them to be unique in every way possible.
Exactly. Like, all right, I know this is Russ's piece. Has he been a dick this week? No, he hasn't. All right. So I'm gonna
give it. There's gonna be mushroom stamps all around the outside. I'm like, that motherfucker teabagged my motherfucking frame.
What is that smell?
It smells like Fremunda cheese.
Little note in there. Hey, Russ. Love DPopp.
Enjoy the Fremunda butter.
Get some fresh balls off of Amazon. And AZ, it gets hot down here, you know.
It gets hot down here.
You know, you get to the AGR, you gotta wear it, you know, gotta make sure they're up so I don't get caught in an escalator.
Now, you just wait, man. You know, that metal print might show up with some mushroom stamps on it. It's
That is why I have said in every single one, I glove the hell up on everything. I want it clean just like that there. And 2, I'm getting it from somebody else. I don't know what the hell I could be getting my hands in. Air conditioner. Farm boys, so working from home, I sweat my ass off until it's, you know, cheaper electricity time. Hopefully with this too, any of you guys are really interested in this here, working out deals, you're just going to help me so I can replace the motor in my pool.
So the big question is, Dustin, what a lot of people are going to want to know is how much will one of these fine frames run them if they're wanting to get a piece?
So right now, I've been working on basically, big thing I'm trying to work on is with these right now, getting an idea of shipping, right?
Yeah.
Yep. That's a big one, like you and I discussed. I mean, right now, you know, just to be all honest, and I won't bullshit anybody on that too. They're going to be, I've actually had it from a couple of sources, like my buddy Doug, for instance, because this stuff's real fragile as well. Be, you know, 50 plus, give or take, which I will have insured as well. Anything happens, I will, you know, fix it. I'll take pictures of it. But if I get it and I see somebody trying to open it up and reverse engineer or do their own shit, claim that. But so basically, I have kind of like a basic deluxe premium where, you know, it's basic just being a light, 2 flat colors, you know, real basic, right? Deluxe, I'm kind of working on where, you know, like a metallic, dual color, stuff like that there, or the premium being dual lights, where it'll have, you know, the basic glow, and it'll have the other control lights on there. And then, you know, like metallics for basically like where you have a base, like where you see like some of my whites and blacks, but then it has the fluorescence or the metallics on it, like, you know, like what you and I discussed, where we're doing blue metallic on the frame and silver, basically silver paint on that there, and then I'm going in and then, you know, like with stenciling stuff like that. And so right now I'm you know, I'm going to keep growing on it, so, you know, getting out to good people as well. So I've got a pretty base idea too as well. I mean, I look at getting, as I just kind of get caught up as well. And basically I'm requiring a deposit though up front because, again, you know, this is something that I, you know, coming right out.
Something that's permanent. You know, you're paying for the materials, you're building it, and you're doing everything, and then somebody else says, "Nah, I don't want it," and then you're out materials, and it's like you have this piece that you have to be like, "All right, is anybody out there interested in this piece? This person wanted to build."
Yeah. You send me one, and you don't. You know, I'll have all that written out too. Is that, you know, you lose all. Forfeit all rights, because again, you know, in all fairness, you know, you're exactly right. Like you said, you know, right now I'm, you know, I'm really doing these kind of as I don't have stock, so to speak, and it's not something I really want. But you know, if I have a certain demand, I know XYZ kind of what to have as it keeps growing. You know what I mean? But you know, I'm looking to just kind of, well. Think about it this way, Russ. Like you and I talked about, now's kind of the time, because just to keep pushing them out there. I love doing it. you know, I just love doing them. You know, the shipping and handling, you know, basically for the print and all that, again, is all on, unless you have it worked out like where you and I do, where I just go right to Outpost. That's not a big deal. But, you know, the app's said there, that can get sent to me. Then we'll discuss all that there. Once I have that said deposit, then boom, I start rocking on it. So it's kind of a variation in there right now. I don't really have a real solid, but, you know, anywhere from probably, you know, 175 to, well, I like to, you know, under promise over deliver, you know, anywhere from like 175 to 3, let's say.
Yeah, and that's not including shipping. That's just for the base piece. So keep in mind, if you're looking to get the piece shipped, it's going to probably be about $50 for shipping too, on top of that.
Yep.
And you're getting the full works. You're getting the frame. You're getting, you know, the print put in there with the backing and the lights and all that cool stuff. And
yeah, I'm even working out too. Like if you want, you know, on there, I mean, include at the cost of them. You know what I mean? The power bricks, the extension cables, you know, stuff like that. So you don't have to worry about you know, you don't have to go looking for or something like that. You know, kind of like what I do, you know, what I've supplied those that I've done for, you know, like again, what you and I are doing. So you don't have to screw around. You get it out of the box, she's ready to go. And these are sealed, like you were saying, Russ. They're sealed. A couple of different reasons as well. It protects that print. It also is what makes it look like it does as well. And it's tailored to that design, you know. And so I'm always open to, you know, ideas, additions, and I'm just going to be forthright to you. Just say, probably going to work because of this, or, you know, just like you said, you know, I'd rather say, you know, bank on 300 than it turn out being only, you know, 225 or something plus shipping. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, it all depends on how balls deep you get into it. I mean, you get into it and you're like, hey, this will look better with this. So, you know, you're promising them, you know, it's going to look the best it is. So you're going to go out of your way to make sure they get their money's worth. And if it doesn't all add up to what they're paying, then you say, hey, you know, I know we said this, but it's only going to be this instead. So it's just the way of the gamble. You know, it depends on what piece and what all the, you know, add-ons you do in there. I mean,
amen, brother. Like we were talking on yours. God only knows what'll hit me, you know, when I'm doing it or whatever. And be like, hey, you know, hey, by the way, I did this and this as well. You know, you know, just so you know, hey, you know, hope you.
I added a magnifying point for the titties, so they're good. So when you're far away, they're in your face.
I can do that. They're real easy just to trim out on there. Just
it'll be like one of those trippy statues. It's like no matter which way you move, the eyes are looking at you.
Like Robin Williams in a stand-up. When the ladies take the twins for a walk, they hit a cool breeze and chicken's done.
Yeah.
Like you said, yeah, that'd be sweet on there. But yeah, they are, and I'm, you know, too. The other thing is like we discussed, I'm wearing different backings, and just so everything just looks so much cleaner and solid, and different refractions, and you know, like we said, you know, if anybody asks, I say it's a metal one, right? Where it might take a little different this and that for refraction, but say Jack does, right? Or you do, you know, right off the bat, my first couple. I mean, shit, I'm going to probably try a couple ways until it looks good, but I'm not going to take that out of your pocket. That's just good for me. It's just not who I am. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'd rather recut and redo the entire frame kind of thing so it looks good for you than say, well, we discussed, I fucked up. So, by the way, I'm going to need you to fork me over. Those people like that can shove it up their ass with broken glass. I'm not that kind of guy. So, you know, like we said, what we decide on, I'm a man of my word. And
that's right.
I take a lot of pride in that. And it's also because of all of it, you know, yourself, Russ, and everybody else. I just love two people feeling the fact that they got some cool ass shit to display, and I got to be a part of it. That means a lot to me.
Yeah, and it's advertising too, because it's like, hey, where'd you get that at? DPopp Customz.
Amen, brother. Amen. That's why, again, like with this year, Russ was, I was a little worried too. The way both of us were kind of feeling this week when we were jamming. I'm like, yeah, man, I hope dude's gonna do it. I mean, I hope he's all right. I hope he really doesn't feel it.
Yeah, because like we went from blowing each other's chat up Thursday or like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Like we chatted off and on all day, and then it was like it went dead silent, like radio silence all weekend. You're like, hey man, I'm still alive. I just had a bad weekend. I was like, hey man, I'm still alive too. I was in bed pretty much most of the weekend too.
We both were. It's like we both got knocked with, and that's like I said, I'm gonna be honest as well right now, is that now is kind of the time as well, and just to kind of bear with, again, I'm working with a certain schedule and this and that, but trying to do everything right and do it right this time, being health wise, like you said, like you, I'm not gonna say, Russ, what the fuck, man? I know what's going on. I just prefer, I'm just a big guy on more of the honesty.
Yeah.
Well, don't outright call me an ass shit, go off on Tourette's for no reason, but you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
We're all adults here, obviously. It's all great about having a great time and fun and just, doing what we love. That's
right.
Well, and I love, again, like I said, I can't wait to see it. Yeah, dude. Some fucking Russes, dude. Here, let me hook you up with, it's like it even says on my Facebook page that all of that stuff that's on there is for display only. If you're interested in, if people like a piece that's in there, I will get you in touch with that artist. I'm not making profit off of that. The only profit I'm doing is off of the bill. That's it.
And see, and here we can get some pimp ass music going on mine, because I'm mixed master blue balls. Check this shit out. All right, enough of that.
Dude, that really you?
Yeah, I made the music for that.
Yeah, we're gonna have to talk then.
I can just imagine it now, man. People come in, they're like, "What is that?" It's like, that's fucking Xeno Nanite Titan right there, boy. Go up and push that button.
Let's do it. Let's do it. I need that on there so when I can start doing these or hop on here and be like, hold on a second, intro, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy.
Freaking have the lights drop out of the ceiling.
Yeah, right.
Well, and see, so the reason why I do it myself is because the copyright. If I play anything that's got anything in it, like they will nail you within like 15 seconds. Like boom, whole stream shut down. YouTube, Facebook, and then you get a strike against you. And so I was like, screw all that. I'm like, I'm just gonna make my own shit. So I'm like,
it was so cool.
You should have seen me freaking making it on the couch, man. I was like, I had my AirPods in that I got from work. That was my 5-year. They're like, hey, you can get whatever you want. And I'm like, I want Apple AirPods. So I was banging my head on the couch, and my wife's looking at me like, what the fuck is wrong with them? And I was making that song. I was like, yeah, get it.
See, and that's also something that I've been kind of wanting to do and build up to as well. Even kind of prior to this, it was beat making and stuff like that. Because, dude, you're so right. They're out to drop the axe right away. And, I mean, I'll even go back to, this whole last election stuff. Remember when Twitter and all that, social media was trying to make it look like, they're so stuck to their standards. Now it's like more hardcore than ever because, we got to stay true to our word. We didn't lie to everybody before that. We weren't watching them or taking their info or anything like that. By the end of it, Dustin, the whole 1,000 compared to your 300 that you paid him for the future, you won't waste so much extra just to figure it out. Yeah, Jack, that's the beautiful part about doing this stuff, dude, is I learn as I go, and I've so far been getting better. I've so jinx me, dick.
And, he lives in California, so you can just drive over and kick his ass.
Sweet. Hey, there you go, Jack. You can get a big-ass one, and boom. You don't have to worry about it. Plus, you don't have to wait. Then you don't have to or hook up with Wendy on that there when she comes through. Or when I go out there to bug the shit out of them. Hey, Russ, real quick, what size are those medals? Are they like 11 by 17?
11 by 17. Yeah.
Yeah. Those are perfect. I've been able to really actually kind of dial into the sizes compared to the box sizes. I'm really looking forward to. That's why I might screw around with the metal one here, but it's got to be epic, or it's not worthy to have my name on it. In my opinion, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I gotta have people, I gotta keep that going. And obviously, you're not gonna make it. You're always gonna have that one hater drinking haterade. Yep, I see you're quite gangster. I'm quite gangster myself. But I love that T-shirt, the white guy on it. But right now doing the rest is here, kind of prepping. I got an idea. I'm just waiting. Once I get the print, then I can really lay down and
see where it's going.
Yeah, Jack, I see you all over the place too, bro. You can feel free to even on my page and whatnot. Hit me up on there and be more than happy to work with you on any of that. And I'll that's kind of the next few weeks of what I'm doing is Russ's. Got a few things for money, just kind of spread out. That'll be nice. And then just trying to dial in more. You know what I mean?
Oh, he knows. We're just giving you shit.
Oh,
dude, you should know better than that, Jack. That's how I am, and that's how Dustin is too. We'll razz your ass to the end.
Yep.
Nobody gets it as much as Steph does, though.
God, Steph. Jesus. Every one of them. Even mine and Wendy's like last week. Oh my God. Was when she was doing her 100th cover,
Yeah.
Jumped on. Oh my God. I was gonna piss myself. But
you're just scared because you seen that picture of Dustin.
It's all good. It's all good, Jack, man. It's all good, brother. It takes a lot.
He's just scared because he's seen that picture you standing next to Jimmy Noble and it looked like you could punt him like a football. It's like in South Park when they're like, "Don't kick the baby. Kick the baby.
Kick the baby. Like, kick the baby. Don't." And he's like, "Don't kick the goddamn baby." You can hear him in that voice kind of thing. Don't kick the goddamn baby. And kick the baby. Boom. Yeah, Jackie, you ask enough around. Man, it's all about. Just to give you in full, Russ knows as well. This world's all, in my opinion, so it's all about the laughs, the good times, and making people smile and do what I can there. That's what brings the other joy to this. It's such a great. Well, so you're still 5 inches shorter than me. I'm 6'7", bro. Have you seen a lot of those, like with Jim and then even with Kara and Alfred and all that? That's me even leaning over because I'm just so used to that throughout the years when I'm taking pictures with others that I'm just kind of doing that lean in. But that was the epic one. I'm like, I almost got to pin that to the top because it's like the best. What he did, I'm like, oh, we are so sticking the landing on this. Sure do got a pretty mouth.
Well, cool, man.
Quick funny story about that. I was going when me, Jim, Kara, Alfred going to meet up, grab a quick bite and loading him up with a Violet one on there. I swing by the hotel to get him. Told him, and I saw him walking out. I'm like, that's Jim. So I just crept my car up a little bit behind him so I could get out. You know, it's like a 14 cord coupe. So it's really kind of funny. Plus, just when I'm sitting, people go, "What the fuck?" But I got out of my car. I'm like, dude, he's like, "Holy fuck, man." It was hilarious. I'm like, I just fucking pick you up, throw you wherever I want. Fuck it.
Did he tell you looked like you were getting out of a clown car?
Yeah, why do you think I'm looking forward to hopefully in this one here, business it up a little bit, get a truck for materials and shit? Because you saw when I posted that got wood, I'm like, I've been able to fandangle a lot, but yeah, it's not, it is. I've had people even say, why the hell do you, I go, I made a fleeting decision before I moved. I'm like, shit.
Oh, I'm just making a joke because the Jim with the whole thing with the clowns. Him seeing you get out of that fucking little car. He was probably thinking, "Man, is that a clown car?"
Actually, I kind of scared him a little bit. He didn't see me.
Oh,
I pulled up. He was like walking kind of on here, and I pulled up just a little bit because when the hotels, when they go around like that. So he was kind of come up here, and I just kind of park. I didn't keep going. Like most people, like, hey, hey man, it's me. Come up right next to him. No, I saw him. I went. I stopped on purpose so I could get the fuck out. Just scare the shit out of him. I'm like, okay, yeah, he is really short. This will be fun. I got out of the car and I was like, he's kind of on his phone. I think he was like trying to message me. He's like, I'm gonna be like outside or something, right? And I was already there. I'm like, what's up, dude? Putting arms all out like this. He's like, holy shit, dude. You are tall. Like, and you're short. I love it. People ask, did you play basketball when you were younger? Hey, you're pretty tall. Did you play basketball before? Hey, you're pretty short. Did you play miniature golf?
Dustin always looks like he's getting out of a clown car. He is 6'7" embossed or in most vehicles are meant for a 6 foot person.
Yeah, so I missed my expedition. God, that was nice. Didn't have to actually break my back trying to get out of it or into it. He said twice. Telling you, bro, all day long, all day, brother, all day.
Well, man, I'm going to give you the full screen, give you a chance to tell everybody where they can find you and who you are. So have at it. It's all yours.
Again, Russ, I got to get this set up on here where basically on Facebook here. Let me do this here real fast. Here we go. Bam. Go back here real fast. Ah, shit, I can't do it in the comments. Here we go.
Hey, that's my job, man. I got it for you. Just
I appreciate it. I'm gonna set up a StreamYard account right after because it's DPopp Customz so far set on Facebook right now. Thanks, sir. You can get a hold of me. Jack too. Feel free to contact me directly. It's great getting to see a lot of the regulars as well. Doing my best to trying to find a way that I can make sure I'm in contact off of that page as well. So I'm not missing anybody. If you don't hear from me, God knows, maybe I'm in the hospital or anything, but that's one way you can shoot me a message on there. I would just basically get an idea, kind of lay it down there. Next few days, I'm getting, like I said, a little more set on there, but like we were talking about the estimate on that. But the DPopp Customz there on Facebook is the best to get a hold of me on. I'm sure if Russ get enough, he'll say enough bad shit, which he can totally do, and then point you in my direction as well. Love you, man. But yeah, and hey, you want to see other work? More than happy to kind of show it up. I gotta just looking to do some organizing so people can see.
Kind of. You, bro. I had my mic muted. And I was like,
"It's all right, bro. It's all good." Hey, I'm just a big guy. Just I say it how I see it. I say it how I feels it. So I'll be glad that this was just like you said. It was a shit ton of fun. I really appreciate it, Jack. Hey, man. It was good to meet you, bro. See, and everybody else on there. It's a great community. It was great meeting you, man, and look forward to talking to you as well. We can work something out. And did those already go out, Russ?
What's that?
I'm still trying to catch up and keep on those the different prints.
No. We've got 46 hours.
46 hours, yeah.
And we're $59 from the $3,000 stretch goal.
No,
$59.
Make it holler to $4. Do some strange things for a little piece of change.
And we're 8 backers away from that 75 backer stretch goal, y'all. So 46 hours to go. It ends. Well, who knows what time it ends on Thursday now because the daylight savings time was supposed to end at 8. So we'll see what happens with that. So
and that's the other beautiful thing for me right now is we don't do daylight, so I'm on Cali time at the moment. Where's your link at again? I can get it anyways. I have you on my Kickstarter anyways, so bingo.
So cool, man. I'm gonna kick you to the back for a second, say my goodbyes. I'll be back in just a second.
You betcha, brother. Thanks, everybody. I appreciate you.
Guys, thanks so much for being here tonight. Thanks so much for checking out the show. I'm going to copy and paste this link in real quick while I am saying my goodbyes. And our last and final sponsor of the night, since I'm a dumbass and didn't say it, is Outpost 426 Studios with Michael Shoemaker and CB Zane. And I need to turn the sound off to this. All right. Shh. Go to quiet. Thank you. All right, there we go. Anyway, here's the link right here. Pop that right in there. So Outpost 426, Michael Schumacher and CV Zane. Check out their cool stuff at Outpost 426 Studios. Link is in the comments. Check them out. They got Scorpion, Into the Suck, all kinds of cool stuff. And we've got Danny saying, have a good night all. Jack Napier said, have a good night if I don't see you on something else. And there's your link right there for the Kickstarter. $59 from the $3,000 stretch goal. Only $59. And we are 8 backers away from that 75 backer stretch goal. So keep sharing, keep spreading the love, and everyone, thanks a lot for being here. Definitely check out Dustin's stuff, DPopp Customz. Link is in the comments. Go check out some of the stuff he's got on his page, and hit him up. You got those prints. You want to knock some dust off of them. You want to snazz them up a bit and hang them on the wall. He's got just the thing for you. And he's working on add music, and he's working on figurine and pop displays. So who knows what else we might see out of him. So as always, folks, Rust Explode Studios, projects and creators that'll blow your mind. You guys have a great night.